welcome back to another week. It's kind of another week. All I did was put on a jacket and we took a 10-minute break.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happened.
But this is our effort to give y'all another episode here in the Thanksgiving season. Y'all had Thanksgiving? Oh, well, no. Because this comes out the week after Thanksgiving, right?
Yes.
So we didn't actually have Thanksgiving yet.
No.
But we had Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes.
It already happened.
How was it?
It was great. Oh, man.
Yeah, did the Friendsgivings and stuff?
The sorrow was amazing. The shit.
Yo, the way you could make shit up is crazy.
Yeah, right. Trying to think, what else could I make up that we had?
I like Loon. Loon could make some shit up. But did y'all do Friendsgivings? Yeah,
I did.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
Amazing.
What was it like?
Ghetto.
Like, tell us the story. Like, you walk in, what happened? Tell us about it.
So we walk in and there are two big round tables that probably fit about 10 people each, and everybody had like their own place setting, and they made like these nice little crystal or like granite little name tags where it had everybody's like nickname in it. And then my brother's girlfriend went around with a Polaroid camera and took Polaroids of everybody, and there was like little picture stands in front, so you have like your picture and then your plate. They had a bartender there, so they had two special drinks.
Polaroid, you put your Polaroid on your picture stand?
Yeah, on the stand.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, so they had a bartender there, so they had two specialty drinks. One was tequila based and the other one was like dark rum based. So you had those all night. And a charcuterie board, mad food.
Charcuterie board, just cheese?
No, it's cheese, it's crackers, it's meat, it's grapes.
I like the board. We need to get rid of the old things and put new shit on there.
Like
chicken,
what?
Shrimp, little
it's like a sampler.
Yeah.
So there's not charcuterie.
Fuck that cheese and the pastrami and all. Get
but
that
cheese
shit
is mad good. Cheese and crackers is fire.
Cheese and crackers is fire, but not all that salami and all that other.
Yeah, get that shit the fuck out of here. If you don't put some meatloaf on there, a little piece of meatloaf.
So it was a good
real cookie.
It was a good time. That bartender, Oscar, shout out to Oscar, yo. That nigga had us slumped because he was just coming with the drinks. It was just every minute, like it was drinks.
Shout out to the Oscars of the world.
We had champagne toast.
The person that's hosting, are they the ones that pay for everything, or everybody
So
chips
this
in?
year we all chipped in.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, so this year we all chipped in. I think it was like $65 for them to put everything together. But yeah, like it was fire. Then it was like a impromptu karaoke, and then Taboo got crazy at the end, like, cause Taboo, niggas wilding with Taboo.
I ain't played Taboo.
We was dancing. Greg and Crystal busted out in a random. Crystal started singing Britney Spears. Oops, I Did It Again. And then Greg got a karaoke mic, and then they had like a battle, and they was like doing separate parts, and it was that shit to be impromptu. That shit was amazing to see.
They went at it.
They went at it. My bestie flew in, so Thule was here.
Fire.
Yeah, so it's like a October, November, December. Our friends have it locked down. So October is brunch warming wherever Davey is. Then.
Was all your friends there that could make it? Did anybody like not show up that was supposed to come?
No, it was just a group chat, so the whole group chat was there. Everybody came.
I'm asking because I was invited to a Friendsgiving yesterday. I couldn't make it.
Why?
At the last minute, I just couldn't. I couldn't pull it together. I had the kids. I had to feed them. I ain't had nobody to watch them until like 8:30.
Mm-hmm. When did you find out about the Friendsgiving? I was just like
2 months ago.
Right, because Friendsgivings are planned in advance. Like my park is in Harlem right now because I knew that this was Friendsgiving weekend. So I organized my life.
Are we going back into this chaos?
No, I'm not. I'm
just about it.
Okay.
Wait, time out. So Friendsgiving is always, I know it's a recent thing, but it's always supposed to be now the weekend before Thanksgiving?
Normally it is.
It can't be the Saturday after?
After Thanksgiving? I mean, some people have had them after. I've always had mine the week before. Mm-hmm. Or I've always been to them that was before Thanksgiving, that weekend before.
So what happened was, to be honest, I had already scheduled somebody to watch them by 7 o'clock, right? I get the text, hey, the thing is at 7, this is the doorbell, meet you, see you when you get here, whatever. And I was like, all right, cool. 7 came. They wasn't done eating. I had to cook for them and everything. So, you know me, make a mess and all that. Had to clear all that up, all that. Then it was like, damn, they ate. Then I started getting dressed. And I was just standing there like tired. How late can you show up to Friendsgiving?
It depends, because like the Friendsgiving that I just went to, it was a very, I guess, formal sit down dinner. So nobody ate until everybody was there. See, so we ate an hour late because some people were late. Like some people were like getting off of work or whatever the case may be. So we ate late, but we were supposed to eat at 7. We were supposed to be there between 6 and 7. Dinner was supposed to start at 7, but it really started at 8. See, like 8:30.
Man, I didn't want to show up at like 9:30, 10, and it was like a formal sit down or some shit. And
but did you know what the vibe was? Because my Friendsgiving wasn't a formal sit down, so people could have trickled in and out.
This is me making a certain amount of excuses at a certain point.
You be in your head with it.
And now I feel horrible, and I haven't spoken to her yet. Do you forgive somebody for not showing up to Friendsgiving?
It depends on how intimate it was. Because like I said, my Friendsgiving, it was like 20 people. The Friendsgiving that I threw a couple years ago, it was like 40, 50 people. If one person didn't show up, it's like, whatever. But if it was that small and intimate and like hand cherry picked, I would feel away. Yeah, especially if I put together a whole thing.
I'm never getting invited again. She told me that before she invited me this time. Because I missed last year.
Oh.
Yo, so you a habitual misser. See, look at this. Like, you gotta put like time, effort, and money into that. Like, if fire. You had a place setting,
yeah, that's fire.
And you don't show up, I might be tight because I probably spent bread on you.
Oh, well, I sent her money. Oh, but what if me sending the money was for like
something like this?
Yeah,
or something. Like yeah.
Oh my God, I've been regretting it all day. I've been regretting it all morning. How do you? Am I supposed to call? Like, how do you? I don't know what to do now.
You should have been hit her up and apologized for not coming. It's like 4:00 now.
What's the cutoff time?
So the longer you wait, the worse it gets.
Is it?
Yeah.
I would think.
What am I supposed to say? I can't even tell y'all. Like,
I apologize for missing it.
Do you come with for this?
I would say what happened. Like, usually the truth is the best shit.
Right.
It don't always sound great, and but this is what happened.
Nah, use the kids as an excuse.
That's part of the reason, though.
Yeah, use it fully. Don't say nothing about, after I fed the kids, I just didn't feel like it. Nah.
I mean,
the person that came yesterday and then was hectic.
The person that was supposed to come watch them just came 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, very late.
But then on the flip side, you should have texted that last night so you could have been ahead of this. Like, hey, I'm not coming. Exactly. My child said it didn't come through. Sorry for the inconvenience. Like, that should have happened less.
But now he could say now and be like, boom, I didn't want to disturb y'all last night with my absence.
Just say that I feel really bad for missing it because I missed it last year. But, it was the kids.
Oh,
2 words. God. Daddy duty.
Daddy duty.
That's it.
All right. Well, then that's what I'm gonna try to do. Probably. I already know she's never speaking to me again.
Does she listen to the show? Does she listen to the show?
Maybe not. I'm not sure. I never really know who. Until somebody says something to me about it.
So she probably might not listen to this.
You was all off on that.
This one, so you can use that as an excuse.
Huh? She probably won't. But yeah. Yeah, you're right. She probably won't, right?
Because she's not talking to you. Yeah. So why would she listen to your show?
I feel bad though, man. But I'm getting old. I'm getting to the point where it's hell getting me out the crib.
I mean, I don't think that's fair as an excuse, especially for somebody that always want to be invited somewhere. So, like, if you know that you're not going to come anyway, why are you wasting everybody's time?
I do. I really like being invited. Don't worry about me coming or not.
That's stupid.
Why?
This is exactly why you in my wedding party and you not a guest. Because I don't have time to fucking play with you. This is exactly why.
You trying to chain? You hit me with a chain?
Yeah.
And a leash?
Yeah, a fucking chain and a leash. You got to be there at a certain time. You got to wear a certain thing. I don't got time to be playing with you like this.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. This past summer, I found out that niggas in my group chat have another chat that I'm not in.
Yo, that's always horrible when you find that out. But all group chats have a second group chat when there's one person that
they the ones that actually do shit. These are niggas that are single and they run around town. So I kind of get why I'm not included in that because I'm not going to the shit that y'all talking about doing. But to Tahoe's point, I would have liked to know. I would have liked to.
You know what I'm saying?
Been, I'm like, y'all got a whole nother chat. Like, word.
Feel violated, right? Damn. nigga.
Son, nothing is worse than when you gotta like name the chat like this nigga not in this
Right.
chat so that you don't fuck up putting the wrong info in the wrong
That
chat.
The
happened
chat
before.
without Tron.
Yep. The other chat.
Yo, we are back a week after Thanksgiving. This is gonna be a hell of a fucking episode. First of all, Travis produced this entire episode, basically because last week all we did was talk shit for fucking 3 hours. What the hell did we talk about?
Nothing. Y'all niggas ADHD was tweaking or whatever the fuck.
That shit was
Talked about
20 minutes
shit.
ago, and I still don't know what the fuck we was talking about. Let alone it being a week later, and I'm asking her now on the couch. If you get what I'm saying. ADHD that. See how I was able to. All right. In any case, let's get back into this week's categories or last week's categories, and we'll figure out the next. Just stick with me.
Just flow with me.
Yeah.
Right.
The category is It's the Men, and the title is Masculine Women. Where the fuck did my phone go?
It's on the floor, fool.
Why?
Nigga, what are those,
On the
velvet?
charger.
You got on velvet joggers?
You
I
showing
don't know what
John?
kind of
Those are
material
velvet.
this
It look
is.
velvet.
but
Feels
it's-
like the throwback Juicy Couture joints. It say Juicy Couture in
yeah,
your
it might
butt.
be.
Right?
Yeah. Are men making masculine
Which just
women?
look like leggings.
Are leggings making
Shit,
masculine
like couch
men
Legging
feminine?
making masculine.
So this was y'all roasting me?
Oh my gosh, they do look at this.
It looked like this nigga got on leggings. Like I just looked over. You had them shits on the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Y'all
I
trying
think
to
the
show
black
me?
jacket fucked
Yeah,
it up
yeah,
for me.
the jacket.
Like the jacket
It
like
showed
made
it,
it. This nigga got on leggings.
Oh, it do look like I got on leggings. It do look like that way. All right, well, I got on leggings today. Let me see.
They don't look bad at all.
We a bonnet.
They don't look bad.
Word.
a certain way. If a woman
I'm
ain't
gonna get
protected,
that.
this is what it results to her becoming a little bit more masculine, to her becoming like she in some way has to be the protector, the more aggressive one. That's the state of hip hop and where we are right now, currently. So it's like it also comes with it too. It's a grain of salt. So that's why even with this project, it was so much more of appreciation. I appreciate the woman who like nice shit and want that nice shit. I'm the guy actually that's gonna do it for you. My wife, I'm gonna do it for you. I like honoring mine. Like I like,
Yeah, but
all
you said
that.
you honoring yours.
I know, but listen, I know that's a difference still. That's still a difference. But like seeing women more
They
so
want that
in
on the
those
first date
positions.
now.
I mean, but
I don't know if
that's
it's,
what
if
we
it's
are.
I don't know if it's the same. It's not the same though. It's not the same position. These women ain't got shit to offer.
Exactly.
The certain way if a woman ain't protected.
What the
this is
fuck?
this is what it
This niggas
results.
is
They ain't got
scoffing.
shit to offer. Well,
That was a woman said.
Yeah,
I
these
told
women
y'all.
ain't got shit to offer.
Told
Okay,
y'all,
girl.
y'all think y'all friends be oppy.
My friends, that's
those are not my friends.
Them chicks be talking about y'all to us like, yo, you know them bitches just be stupid. I'll be like, see, why you don't be protecting us out loud? Don't just say it to us and behind the scenes.
Oh,
Talking about y'all, them chicks be. Oh, they were talking about you
why did you bring me up into this?
because it could be them talking about me about the show, about you talking to me on the show. So I was like, no, not talking about you.
Oh,
I was being protective
thank
of
you.
black women.
Okay,
Isn't that what this was about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck they was talking about. Honestly,
Ace Hood
That shit
says
was all
women
over the
become
place.
masculine when they don't
that's what
feel
that was?
protected.
Ace Hood.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Women become masculine when they don't feel protected.
Sure.
Not really.
Do you think the bitches just wake up tough?
It's tough masculine?
Yeah. Why the fuck would I want to be tough?
Okay. So what about a catty woman? What about a woman that's feminine but she still likes to fight? Does that make her masculine?
But you're talking about why are we talking about fighting?
Because you're protecting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, talking about like
I
physical
guess
protection.
that's because I'm thinking of protection, but
Yeah, but there's other ways to protect that. It doesn't have to be
because
like your presence
a
is
mother
protecting.
her child
Yeah,
isn't.
but a
Yeah,
mother's
it's
presence can be protecting.
But if
Yeah,
it's
you
a
don't
mother,
actually have to do anything.
if a mother is around, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like
But-
just your mere presence. Like there's certain people like. That's why some people say like it's so important to have fathers be visible and present because like when niggas see you with your dad, they just play with you or they just deal with you differently than never seeing a male figure. Like, your presence is protection in its own. So I'm not thinking about like fighting yet. Like, I didn't get to that level.
You're right. Right. And mothers, that doesn't happen.
What do you mean? Yeah, to a certain extent, but like everybody, you see mothers more than you see fathers. That's why it's important to see fathers.
What does a masculine woman do? What are the traits of that is so different from a feminine woman?
I don't know, like
that. And we're talking about specifically her not having a man around. Like, she's doing this because she doesn't have a man around.
That's a
yeah, like question. I think it's like just doing everything, not being able to like take a break or rely on anybody for anything.
But we do that already.
But then it also comes into like the way that you speak, the way that you carry yourself. Like, I guess, does that make sense?
Yeah.
But we already. But the thing is, as women, a lot of women do everything already.
I know. I hate that for us.
So that's a really good question, because does that make them masculine? Like,
right.
Like they're already, going to work, taking care of the household. Like they're doing everything already. They're providing,
When
protecting.
does she become masculine? Like,
this is the manner in which you do it with,
yeah.
And if it has an aggressive nature
she
to
got a
it.
bebop now? She walk different? She got gold teeth? What are you talking about?
But people always saying that black women are aggressive. Don't they say that? Like when women have like an attitude or whatever, they already say that, oh, we're being aggressive.
When I say the manner, like, I guess it could be considered masculine for a woman to pay all of her own bills, but not in the same way as like a woman that's like vocalizing like, yeah, I don't need no nigga for shit. I pay my own bills. Like, it's just it's a different way to address the same thing.
That's why I said like your tone and the way that you carry yourself can be like aggressive, abrasive, masculine.
Mm-hmm.
But do men be like, I pay the bills in the house? Like, do they do that?
Yes.
Masculine men, like they're saying it out loud.
Really. Nah,
yeah, isn't that what they do?
No.
Like I take care of everything in this house, so you should listen to me. Because I wear
sign of masculinity.
I wear the pants here.
A masculine man.
It's a sign of
I don't get that from
patriarchy,
them.
but not masculinity.
Yeah. I think that masculinity also just shows up in a certain, like I said, that presence of like the silent power. Like you just not out here acting like a bitch. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
just
saying.
against bitch assness.
But this is what I'm saying. I really want to know what are the traits.
Because they're all similar.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I guess for men, think that when we talk like them or act like them or behave like them, that's a form of like masculine women. Like how they say girls from New York, like we're naturally like masculine because the girls and the boys, we talk basically the same. We have like the same cadence and vernacular sometimes. Like there's not many soft-spoken women from the town, like born and raised. Like you don't get a lot of, hi, good morning,
I think it's the level of how confrontational you come across. That could be
part of
masculine.
It too.
I mean, I guess because I come across mad confrontation. I really be minding my motherfucking business. Don't bother me, and I'm not gonna bother you.
Mm-hmm. What?
Sorry, I zoned out.
No, I threw a sub at him because he was fucking with me a minute ago.
At the categories, I'm not paying.
See how that works?
No, I don't.
And we got to move on because you ignored.
Mm-hmm.
The category is effective communication.
Effective.
And the title reads validation. The caption is, why is it hard to provide why is it hard to provide validation to your partner? I don't know what the hell. Trav, Trav look like, I don't know what the hell this is.
Why y'all keep arguing? Because nobody gets validated. Validation does not mean that you agree with everything she just told you the last 10 minutes. You don't have to agree, but can you tell her, I can see it from your vantage point? This is why people say Bill Clinton got elected president. Because when Bill Clinton got elected president, he kept saying this phrase, I feel your pain. And people were looking at President Bush the first, like, man, that man don't feel nothing. This man feels. Validation says, if I were in your shoes, if this was my circumstance and situation, I get it. Validation, it's okay for you to feel the way you feel. Validation, you hurt? Boy, hurt is real. Validation, you're in pain? Oh my God, I would feel the same way if I was sitting in your shoes right now. Validation. If you validate your partner, here's what it does. It creates safety. Mm-hmm. Know why y'all keep arguing? Because nobody gets that.
Where's the lie?
The problem is that the Delulu be crazy with y'all. See, it's okay for me to do that. Yo, y'all be a lot, bro. Y'all be a lot.
How?
See, it's okay. Like, say if we having a conversation and I say, see, I can understand where you coming from with that. But if I do that, so I'll try to do this instead so that you won't feel that way.
Wait, what?
If I can say that I understand how you feel, what he says, right? What he says, like, yo,
I understand how you feel.
Provide a safe space.
Yeah,
I understand how you feel.
If I was in that position, I would probably feel the same way.
You know, I didn't mean to do it that way. So this is, I'll do it this way instead of this and the other. But you can't argue with somebody about how they feel. So if she want to still be mad or still feel like, oh, now you understand it or whatever, then you're lost anyway.
What kind of catty shit are you talking about?
Arguing.
This is why I don't fucking argue, because arguing is stupid.
It sucks, bro.
I'm not arguing with nobody, bro. I only argue with you, and that's a lot out of me every day. Like,
we don't argue every day.
You understand what I mean? I'm talking about, like, I argue with you more than I argue with anybody else. It's very sick and sad.
Y'all was about to argue about how y'all argue.
Dead ass, because he's a lunatic, and this is what I be talking about.
I don't always feel like validating people either.
What do you mean you don't feel like it?
I don't feel like saying I understand where you're coming from because
you don't.
You're a fucking dickhead. Why would
no, that's no.
So I thought about that as you saying that too. It's okay to not see where you're coming from.
I don't see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Why would you be coming from there?
I can't wait till they clip this.
But that's where you could go from there to, all right, let's agree to disagree. That means I don't see where you're coming from, but we just not going to get there. Let's just agree to disagree.
I don't want to agree to disagree either.
That's your problem. You so fucking combative. Like, you don't know how to concede. You don't know how to just leave shit where it is.
I don't
put out the fire.
I don't agree with you disagreeing.
But you don't have to.
Well, but that's how they feel. You can't change it.
All right, so I don't agree.
But can you understand where people are coming from? Can you understand their vantage point on things?
No. Yes, sometimes. But on whatever I don't agree on, I'm not going to tell you, hey, I understand where you're coming from. I don't agree.
But you don't have to agree to understand where somebody is coming from. You don't have to agree with my point of view to understand how I got to my point of view.
I'm going to take it a step further. You don't have to understand where they're coming from. That's what I want to get to the meat and potatoes of.
Why?
A lot of times I will never understand where you're coming from. You will never understand where I'm coming from. Let's agree to disagree.
No, that's not. But
Absolutely.
that's not showing empathy. That's why you don't have safe spaces, because empathizing is having the ability to understand where somebody else is coming from.
It's not always possible.
And you don't have to. But if you're arguing with your partner, because we're talking about relationships, right? You're arguing with your partner. There are certain things that you should understand about your partner. You should understand certain things about their past. You might understand certain things about their triggers and their traumas. So even if you did not go through what they're going through, it is nothing to say like, yo, given the shit that you've been through, given the way that you process information, I can understand that this is why you feel how you feel, and not have to agree with it, because given my circumstances, my point of view, my traumas, my issues, I don't have to agree with you, but I can see how you got there.
The same way you just did that, you wanted to respond? The same way you just took what you knew about somebody to say, you know what, I can provide you empathy. Like, yo, you know what, I know this about you. I know what you've been through. I can provide you empathy for how you feel. I get it. That's what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The same way I can look at you and be like, yo, this is what you do in whack moments. This is what you do.
So you kick a person while they're already down?
This is a problem for you with the way that you behave. It's a character floor for you.
You gonna tell
so
them
no,
that?
I don't want to agree to disagree with you because this isn't about the same way I can look at it and the way you're looking at it. I can also in a different way be like, yo, this is a problem with the way you view things or the way you handle things
But that's not
or
the
the way
time-
you handle issues. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with the way you view these things. I don't agree with the way you behave. When it happens, whatever.
So what happens when that gets flipped back onto you? Because you do a lot of things that most people will not fucking understand. But coming from the place of somebody that is your
say
friend,
that to me about myself.
no,
I don't do shit.
But coming from the place of somebody that's your friend, there have been times that you have done some shit, and I'm like, I don't agree with that shit at all. But I understand why Tahoe would respond in a Tahoe way to this Tahoe situation and just let you be Tahoe. I'm not trying to change you. I have never ever come to you and said the way that you handled that situation was fucked up. That shit
Yes,
was
you have.
whack. No,
Your
I have
behavior
not.
is
No, I
da-
have
da-
not.
da.
I have never said that to you. I will say to you like, you handled it the way that you would handle it. If I were you, I would probably handle it in a different way. But you handled it the Tahoe way, so now we in the Tahoe fucking Spideyverse or whatever the fuck, the multiverse
At the
of
end
Tahoe.
of the day is I can say, yes, I understand what's being said here. Yes, I can say, yo, I get why you would see that, why you would feel that way. Sometimes I don't want to do that.
So then that's why you don't need to be in a relationship, because in a relationship, most times you have to do that.
You have to?
You have to validate the person that you're with's feelings. Yes, you do.
Wait,
you-
was
Without
never a
having to
time when
agree.
when somebody's just wrong?
Yes,
No.
some people, yeah,
Not
they could be
really.
wrong.
Right, wrong is a perspective. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I'm going to say that shit was stupid. That's my POV of what you did. That shit was dumb. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong.
I remember we had
Have
what's his name, Mac. He was on here one time and he was talking about there's some statistics. I don't know why that word was giving me such trouble about in relationships. A lot of times when you argue, I think he might have said like 30% of the time there is no right or wrong. It's just different perspectives and
Yes.
different point of view. So if you always try to find the right or the wrong,
Not gonna solve
70%
always
of
gonna be
the
a
time
problem.
you're going to be frustrated. You got to
Yeah.
understand, and that's why agreeing to disagree for me is important, because like we're not always going to get to the point where I could see and understand where you're coming from. It might not be possible, but we still got to move on, right?
Yeah, I just think sometimes agree to disagree can be dismissive in its
Yeah.
own right. So I don't want to agree to disagree with you. I'm just gonna stand on my opinion. You can stand on your opinion, and we can still move on the same way.
That's
but
not
I'm
the
not
same thing?
conceding.
But that just means it's not conceding. It means that I'm not saying that I'm wrong. I'm not saying that I'm right. Let's just move on. I heard you. You heard me. I don't understand you. I've tried, but I may never understand where you're coming from. We see life through totally different lenses.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like for me, when I say let's agree to disagree, it's like we have to be on the same page with it. Like for us to move on, we have to both kind of concede. Like, all right, let's agree to disagree and move on. We don't even gotta agree to disagree. Feel how you feel, my nigga. I'ma feel how I feel, and we gonna still move on tomorrow.
Right.
And we just don't fucking agree. I don't even want to agree to disagree. Have your opinion, my nigga. Have fun with that. I'm over here
Nah, I feel
tomorrow,
you. I feel
next
you.
moment.
But when you agree and disagree, like what's the solution? Like what's the solution for
Not
the
everything
situation?
has a solution.
Yeah.
So you just leave it at that. Like
It's
you
just
agree to
communication. I know
disagree.
how you feel. You know
Yep.
how I feel.
That's it.
We're going to move on. The
No,
communication was
sometimes
there.
you're just stupid and you don't want to hear the truth. Fuck
Some-
agreeing to disagree.
We've been said fuck agreeing and disagree.
Because if you
Fuck
agree
that.
and disagree, and then the situation comes up again, the same situation comes up again.
That's a
my
problem.
point. That's my point.
But see, that's a problem then.
That's
because,
my
like,
point.
because
Exactly, that's
after
what I'm
we've
saying.
already communicated that we don't see
So-
eye to eye in this situation, it effectively should not happen again.
Well, here's the thing. Part of agreeing to disagree in a healthy way could be understanding to show grace, to be like, this is part of who you are. This is some of the maybe a flaw, but I'm going to accept
see
it.
that.
And you accept it in me,
Yeah.
and I'll give you some grace. It's going to happen again, and when
Yeah.
it does, I'll understand it. I'll give you that grace.
And
You give me
there
that
you
grace.
go.
That's
and
cool.
that's meeting in the middle.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I can accept that.
'Cause-
I can accept that totally.
Because you have some people, they will, like when it happens again, they'll have the same argument.
Yeah.
And they'll be like,
Yeah, that shit is
agree to
stupid.
disagree.
But that's
Agree to
annoying.
disagree.
But I feel like that only happens when you try to force somebody to change something that is literally just their point of view because of what they've experienced. Like that does not happen if you don't try to force it to be like, you're wrong, I'm right, so you need to move like this. Because then once you put that element into it, then it's definitely going to come back up again, because this is just who you are as a person. Why are we arguing about this shit? We already realized from before we don't agree on this specific topic, so this should never be an argument again.
Right.
Because I have decided to stay in a situation where I know how you feel about this, so that's just who you are.
Yeah.
Let's just get into the next
Category?
No, it's the same category. I'm trying to figure out what's the next segment in the effective communication category. It's a lot of those words that we having to use here, like this one, the title. Do better.
Do better.
And the caption reads, how can men and women become better at communicating with one another? Let's see here.
What I want to complain about, though, is in the midst of the criticism is you making me responsible for your feelings as I express myself. So now you flip the whole situation. I'm expressing a concern to you. Now you get emotional. And you upset. Now I have to coddle you now. I never get to truly communicate how I really feel to you.
That's real.
I also think like a lot of women haven't been as good at communicating as they think they are. Where this is less of a critique and more of an attack. Because of critique, I'm an artist. I have mentors. I have teachers. I'm used to getting red pens off through my work. Because, but it's this is why I crossed this out. You could try this, see if this works. This was unnecessary. If we sit down in a relationship and those are the things you tell me, I didn't like what you said to me here. This is how it made me feel. This is how I like to be talked to. Not you always running off at the mouth and you think you can talk to me any old type of way. And I'm like, whoa. This is how I talk to everybody.
With your level of tolerance as well.
This is
a
true.
lot of women
This is true.
are very intolerant and they have to work on that. A lot of women still operate in trauma. And your trauma is going to make you intolerant. Your insecurities will make you intolerant. And so until you gain that tolerance, which there's a such thing as silent tolerance in a relationship, until you gain that, everything will feel like an attack.
So let me ask you,
Oh my gosh, son. That shit just brought me all types of PTSD.
Why? From your past relationships, traumas?
No, from sitting there with them.
Oh.
That's the first time I went to tonight's conversation. Was with them. You hear how smart they are?
Oh, that's the PTSD.
I was looking around when they was talking like, wait, what? That's a word?
Nah, you got to get it together.
What? They was going in they bag. You had Kitty Rose. They was in
like her
they
a lot.
fucking psych bag.
But that's a good thing, though. And I think that's how everybody should look at come into relationships, kind of having a certain level of understanding how humans work and how humans operate, because if not, then everybody's just winging it and it looks crazy. That's where you get chaos. You have to have somebody got to be grounded.
What was the point that you got from this clip?
Fuck. I just lost my thoughts.
I think it's old.
What was the point that you got?
You got to remind me of what they. Like I listened to it and I digested it and then it just lost me.
Josh, what was the overall point that you got from this clip?
That to communicate effectively in a relationship, that sometimes you need to come from a place of critique and not like just kind of bashing them and talking to them without itemizing exactly what it is that you need. And a lot of women are not as great communicators as they think they are.
Do you think this is just a woman thing? More so a woman thing?
I think that both of us can work on effective communication, men and women. But I also think that sometimes the issue is when you have that conversation like men are from Mars and women are from Venus. It's like sometimes we're speaking two different languages and just having to like slow down and sit down and really speak and not yell at and speak at, even in a moment when you're upset, to actually kind of try your best to hear each other out.
I think it's more so a woman thing. The only reason why I say that is because oftentimes men have been known to complain that women nag a lot, right? And that's something that he addresses. It's not that you can't, quote unquote, nag, but the way that you do it, and instead offering constructive criticism and a replacement to that, is different than what most men are used to.
I agree with Trom.
Thank you, Melly.
You think that men offer each other constructive criticism? Especially from young? Like that we learn to communicate differently with women?
While talking to men, like men and men having conversations, do we offer each other constructive criticism? I mean, not as much as we should, but to an extent, I would say, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to figure out, do we have the same problem communicating with men that we find to have communicating with women? Because where is the block with speaking to other men then? Why isn't that block there when speaking to other men?
Good question. I think
I know.
Men are just more. I don't know. It's different to take.
Niggas acting like they don't see Dodge raising her hand.
Yeah, go ahead, Dodge.
No, ain't no.
Here's
wait.
the thing.
She's not there. Don't go at her right now.
I know how I feel, but I don't know how to articulate it yet. So I'd love to hear Dodge's point of view. You're ready. I'm not ready.
Because y'all don't care what women have to say. That's why. Because if y'all actually value women's voices and opinions, then it would be very easy to have conversations with us. But y'all don't like to listen to us. Like, how dare a woman tell me that I'm wrong? How dare you?
We're right.
You're like, I am the man.
You're skipping over the entire point. The entire point is that we don't. It's not about whether the instruction is sound. It's about how it is being delivered. And if you deliver it in a condescending, I'm your mommy type of way, and then you're like, oh, men don't want to listen to women. Like, look at the way that you packaged it. You're not packaging it in a way that it should be received.
Oh, so I have to sugarcoat it for the grown men. So
that's not sugarcoating. That's
how would you
called
like for it to be
effective
packaged?
communication.
No, because men talk to each other way worse than women talk to men sometimes. And it's very much like,
okay,
nigga, that ain't make no fucking sense. And I'm like, all right, but if I be like, babe, I don't think that what you did made sense. Why you always got something to say? You don't believe in me. You don't want me to do that. And it's just like, but my nigga, like, I'm telling you that I don't think that the way that you handled that was the right way of handling it. Maybe if you handled it like this, you always want to tell me what to do. You not my mother. But if your homeboy tap you on the shoulder and be like, yo, my man, I don't think that what you did really made sense. Maybe you should do it like this. Like, yo, my nigga, I never really thought about it like that.
No, you're just making my point. Like, it's all about the way it's delivered.
All right, so I'm gonna tap my man and I say, yo, my nigga, I think that the way that you did that was, and it's like, oh no, don't talk to me like that. You're not my friend. What the fuck y'all be talking about?
Trom, you gotta just don't let her interrupt you.
Yeah. I mean, she's proven all the points, so it's like, hey,
what point
then
did
bring
she
it home
prove?
then. Yeah, bring it home.
The whole point is that sometimes the way that you speak to men don't speak to each other with that tone. So there's not that. It's not that I'm not concerned about the message being condescending in the same way that you would be concerned with your woman. So once that concern is lifted, the communication is different. It could be the same words, but it's received differently.
There was an issue with the tone of what she asked.
I'm just speaking in general.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying,
just now,
if she said it the way that she had originally said it, that there's something wrong with that?
I think there's something deeper there. Actually, I was thinking about it. Right.
I really think that men don't want to hear our voices.
I think
that's not it.
Dodge has
as
a
man,
point.
I think I could say that.
I think that Dodge has a point as to us not wanting to hear their voices.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know why? It's because I think that it's like your ego is attached to what she thinks of you.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's almost like when you're driving and you don't want her to like be showing you directions.
Mm-hmm.
because it kind of makes you feel like you don't know how to lead or
Yep.
you don't know what you're doing. So even though it's the way what she's saying sounds crazy, if you think about it, when women tell men what to do, if you're not open to such direction or such conversation, it can make you can build an affront to it. It can make you feel like, why are you telling me what to do? The same as you would say it to the person you love. Like, don't give me directions. I know where I'm going. I know I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I think that men just have that about us. And it is attached to our masculinity. It is attached to our ego, I believe, in a way. However, I can't remember what I was going to say the second part.
Well, let me.
Because the second part was actually my main point, but I do agree. I think that men do have an issue taking. Oh, right. So that men have an issue taking advice or word from women. Direction from women, but it's also when compared to men. I was thinking, do you think that it's about the relationship that you have with that man, how society or you or him or anybody else is gonna view where y'all stand versus with a woman? If the man gives another man advice or talk or whatever, fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. But if it's this woman, especially if it's your woman, and she comes at you with slight or doubt or anything that can make you feel like you're not suitable, you're not enough or worthy of her, then that's a whole different perspective of said information. Does anything what I say just make sense? Or
It does.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
makes
it just seems like it's just
messenger.
stemmed in the male ego. And again, I think that what you're saying, it still just kind of roots in the fact that you just don't want your woman to tell you certain things. Like, you don't want to be checked by her. Like, you don't want to be challenged by her.
When we use these certain things, right? It sounds like a versus, but it shouldn't sound like a versus, because women take other information, certain information from women way better than they take it from men.
It depends on the type of woman you are.
It doesn't. It depends.
It does.
So a lot of time the messenger just destroys the whole shit. Like, if right now you would be like, yo, bitches be cheating the most. Trust me. Trust me. You niggas don't believe it. If there was a clip out right now with you saying that, way more chicks in the comments would be like, yeah, if the same clip came out with me saying,
but you
these
just
bitches
proved
be
my
cheating,
point.
yo, you would believe it.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
Oh, who hurt him?
But no, that's what I'm saying. It depends on who you are and like how you experience things. Like, if you're a woman and you only have close friendships and relationships with women, you're not going to be able to understand or take like some of the brashness and the straightforwardness from conversations or things that men say. You're going to take it as a slight. You're going to take it as like, oh, he's being disrespectful. You're trying to control me. Da, 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 da. Like, there are certain situations that we have on this show when I'm like, I agree with the men more than the women. And that's because, one, I've surrounded myself with men my whole life. Like, half of my closest friends are men. And I value the opinions of the men in my life. So when I hear certain things from men, my brain doesn't automatically shut down because of the messenger. But that is the gift and the curse, right? But if you don't have that, like, let's say you don't have a positive relationship with your dad, you don't have a positive relationship with any older male figures, you've never been checked by a man before, really, in totality, outside of like an interpersonal relationship, you will look at men like, oh, you're just trying to take me down. I don't want to listen to you. Like, oh, the patriarchy reigns again, but and use all of these words and like have all of these feelings. I don't innately think that all men are horrible people. Like, I don't innately think that all men advice that come from males are bad advice. I think some of them may work for me and some of them may not work for me. So it comes with life experience. Be around more niggas and then you'll get it more. I don't know.
Say that then.
Yeah, like I said all the time, Kevin Samuels never fucking bothered me.
Well, I mean,
never. I was never offended, mortified, nothing. I was just like, well, that's this nigga opinion. I think this shit's funny as hell. Like,
is that the food at the door?
I think that's the food at the door.
It better not be. It's gonna be some nasty ass. All right, let's get into the next topic real quick. Now we're going into last week's.
Next week's, this week's, last week's?
No, so we were just on last week's. Now we're in next week's. So this week's is next week's.
Okay.
This week's is next week's.
This week's in these niggas.
No.
Oh.
It's this week's in these categories.
Okay.
And the category is Parenthood.
Ugh.
Oh, we got a listener letter too.
Is it?
What time you really leaving?
Andrew on his way.
Well, what time? What's it say?
He downtown Brooklyn. You know that nigga be on time. Come on, hurry up. Let's go.
Oh, my God. So I want to do the listener letter instead. He said it's a real listener letter.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
A real one this time?
That's what he said. He said it's a real listener letter. And if we only got 10 minutes left, then I want to do that because we've been babbling. Hi, my name is... Somebody make a name for him.
Okay.
Gary.
Gary is hilarious.
Why is it hilarious?
Because I can't remember one of these chicks that I was dating. And she told me she was out on a date with a dude from Hinge. And she's going to call me later. And then I was just fucking with her all night. Like when she hit me, I was like, so how was your date with fucking Gary? From fucking Hinge that you couldn't, dead that and come link me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I gave that up. But okay. Hi, my name is Gary. I'm 41. I'm married and we have 3 kids. I have a small, tight-knit family. My parents remained married until my dad died in 2018, and my 2 siblings and I are really close. My brother is currently staying with me because his 5-year-old daughter has accused him of touching her inappropriately.
Damn.
What? Wait a minute. I have 3 kids. Remained married until my dad died. Boom, boom. My brother's currently staying with me because his 5-year-old daughter has accused him of touching her inappropriately.
Like, why you put him in the house with more kids?
Wow.
Didn't you just say you got 3 kids?
And
That nigga not staying with me.
That's strong accusations from a 5-year-old.
From a 5-year-old.
It's one thing to say like the mom is accusing me.
But to say the 5-year-old
is accusing me.
That's rough.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let you come live in the house with my kids?
His wife believed her and kicked him out. His wife believed his daughter.
Okay.
And kicked him out. I took him in because I know she is not being truthful. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. My wife and my brother's wife work together. A few months ago, they had to go on a work trip for a weekend. This left the kids with he and I. I don't know if I don't. This is fucking with my stomach. Well, my brother and I like to have fun when they are away. This particular time, we spent the weekend partying. We got a female cousin to watch the kids Friday night and Saturday, and we were home on Sunday. Well, the day my niece is saying he touched her is the day we weren't home. We confirmed the day, because my cousin took them to our local trampoline park on the Friday, and my niece is saying it happened that night. So while I have so many questions, what I am sure of is that my brother is not abusing his daughter. My problem is that we cannot reveal our alibi. Both our families would be torn about it. But we have no other way to prove she's lying. She's been in therapy for a few months now. We're hoping it would help the truth be revealed. Additionally, my wife is pissed at me because he's here, and our sister-in-law thinks she has okayed him being here. What should I do? I could throw him under the bus, and maybe she'll forgive him once she sees he's actually innocent. Do I go down with him since we did the dirt together? Should I talk to my niece and try to get her to tell the truth? Are there options I'm not thinking of? Help, please.
So there's something that they're hiding as well, but it's not the accusation, it's something else.
First of all, that's it. Like, even if she got the day wrong, that doesn't mean that she got the situation wrong. Like, because my kid is almost 5, and now I'm thinking about, like, she fuck up days all the time. She fuck up times of day, morning, night. Like, today is Friday. Like, she knows her days of the week, but she'll fuck it up and be like, oh, this happened last week. And I'm like, no, baby, that happened a month ago. Like, oh, my birthday is coming up. Girl, your birthday is not till February. Like, we are in November. So fuck y'all. All around.
I'm so confused.
I'm not confused because y'all are basically trying to like pigeonhole a 5-year-old into keeping a specific day and time, but she understands enough to know that something happened that should not have happened, but because it didn't happen on the right day because y'all two scoundrels anyway.
Exactly.
So now you trying to use the little girl as a scapegoat and like, oh, she's lying because the day in question we was out fucking on our wives anyway, and then dropped the kids off when we were supposed to be fathers this weekend because the mothers were on a work trip. You threw the kids to another female family member, and you and your brother was out fucking around, and now the 5-year-old is a liar.
So everything that you said
I don't understand niggas.
And
This
add
what
to
we
that,
talking about.
just the word alibi being used, it just doesn't sit well in this scenario. Like the fact that you have an alibi for something like
Well,
you
if he was
said.
all fucking something.
But I'm saying it's an alibi, like to Dodge's point, for that night. But you're talking about a 5-year-old. The more important thing is, why is this 5-year-old accusing you of this? Doesn't matter what day she's accusing you of it.
Right.
Like, and if it's not true, then the alibi really isn't what I want to clear up. It's about like, why is it not true? Is the mom planting ideas in her head? Like, what's going on here? The alibi is not important here.
Y'all both shitty people. That's why y'all fucking brothers. And maybe y'all need to go just leave y'all family, leave these people altogether. Because y'all causing mad drama. Now you causing drama with the sister-in-laws because you got the rapey nigga at your house with your kids and your wife didn't even approve of it. Your wife don't want him here. So now you're going against your wife for your brother that might be rapey?
Well, would you really just tell your brother?
Go to our mama house. Go to our daddy house. Go somewhere else. If you are accused of touching a child and my husband lets that person come in the house with my children, I'm wilding up on everybody. You get the fuck out. You get him out. Go. You want to be with your brother so bad? Y'all go live together. But you're not going to have the question mark pedophile in my house with my kids. You shitting me?
But what if that's really your brother and he's innocent?
Okay.
So he can't come to my house because I have kids?
Yes. Not without my consent. I got to believe that nigga too.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to do?
My brother.
My wife. Yeah, my brother. So like.
That's your brother.
Okay.
You should have never brought that nigga in your house anyway, especially without your wife's consent.
I'm accused of child molestation or pedo shit.
Be more clear.
Are you saying that you would let me stay with you if I got kicked out of my crib?
If I believe you,
yeah,
then you should be able to stay with me.
I wouldn't ask you
what
to
if
that.
your girl?
I wouldn't ask you.
But what if your wife doesn't agree with that? You still gonna let him stay?
At some point, I trust my wife to make executive decisions sometimes. This is my man. I know this nigga. I know if I think
you don't know shit.
he did, if I think he did this shit or not, it weighs more than what you think.
You don't think there's other ways you could help somebody than to let them stay with you and your kids?
Of course, but
that would be my next.
But of course, but for that to be the deciding factor, meaning you would have stayed with me otherwise, but because of these allegations, you can't stay with me. You're drawing a line right there about how much you gonna really stand with your brother, and do you believe him?
Trav, can you write your thought process in one message?
Yeah.
So we can understand what you're trying to say? Because I'm confused.
I really don't know if I believe a man that has a house with a woman and children.
Yeah, I get it.
Is not letting his homeboy or brother stay there if it's pedo talk.
That type of an allegation. That is a high level allegation.
You could stay if you killed somebody.
Yo, dead ass. Depending on who it is. As long as it wasn't like a kid. Like if you ain't kill a kid or like you ain't hurt no like an elderly person like randomly. Like there's a lot of things that I might let you stay for. Like yo, so you just slid on your ops or something. Like somebody tried to kill you, you killed them first. All right,
they said I robbed the old lady and she fell and she died.
Nah, you ain't staying. Nah, you not staying. Nah, you just killed somebody's grandmother, bro. Nah,
yo, you can't stay here.
Nah, you can't stay here.
It's certain shit that's like, yo, honestly, nah.
Yeah,
that karma can't.
Like
come
you was
here.
driving drunk, you did vehicular manslaughter. Nah, you can't stay here. Go stay in your car.
Nah, you
gonna book me?
Nah, you can't stay here for vehicular manslaughter. Nah, you can't. Driving drunk. Fled the scene of the crime. Nah,
you don't even drive. You don't. It's easy for you to point fingers. Anyway,
There's certain things that you can stay for.
Like Sean, you can stay with me. Trust me.
You can stay with me.
Yeah,
So I'm
vehicular
like,
manslaughter. Come on.
Vehicular manslaughter is fucked up.
It's not like trying to take somebody's check and you knock them down and they bust their head and pass away.
Like you trying to rob the elderly person at the ATM type shit. Like wow. I'll turn your ass in for that. Like get this fucking nigga right now. I got the rope right here.
So he's saying that they were out cheating together. Is this what's being said?
I'm guessing that's
they
what that
was out cheating together. Mm-hmm. This is why they can't tell the truth because there's other chicks involved.
Yes.
Oh, see, the story's different. You gotta read track.
Denise, we have more details to the story. We think it's an older cousin.
No, read the paragraph.
That's crazy. So the cousin that they had watched the kids when they was out fucking, they think it's the cousin.
The niece gave details about what's happening that night after they left the park. We believe it was the older cousin that also went, but the girl is blaming dad as to not get the cousin in trouble. She may have thought it was her dad while he was supposed to be here, but the cousin ended up staying the night.
So that's what I'm saying. So even worse. So now your kid is accusing you of touching her inappropriately because you had a pedophile cousin fucking watch the kids overnight and then something happened to your kid. So instead of admitting the fact that you was not there because you was out cheating and it was somebody else, y'all niggas is willing to take this whole family down. Got the 5-year-old in therapy, got the pedo cousin walking around free, and y'all niggas really willing to die on this hill because y'all was too pussy to tell y'all wives that y'all some cheaters? You rather go down as a pedophile of the family than a cheater of the family?
But I don't get the part where he says she may have thought it was her dad. What do you
the
mean?
Kid might have been asleep. Who knows? I don't know.
Huh?
But I ain't gonna hold you right now, Melly. Dodge didn't just drag the shit out of everything. Dodge just made me feel bad, and I wasn't even in this situation.
Like this is like you
niggas rather be cheaters, rather be.
Well,
pedophiles.
the cousin is also a kid. So the fuck what? Kids fucking molest other kids all the time.
You know, she said you'd rather be a pedophile than a cheater.
That is true though, because if you're hiding the fact that she was cheating to
like you gonna die and you and your brother like, yo, we gonna die this hill. Like you got your brother having possible pedophile over his head instead of just telling your wife like, yo, we left listen, babe, I swear to God, it really wasn't me because I was really fucking a bitch in the fucking hotel room. Here's the hotel receipt. Here's the video of me fucking a bitch with the timestamp. I'm a cheater, but I'm not a pedophile, bro.
I would never do that to you.
Worse. I would never violate this family like that.
I would never do that to you. I got too much respect for this family. You crazy? I would never do that. Yeah, the kid was sleeping. Apparently, the other kid came in the room. All right, I see enough.
And this is exactly why I said it is important to have cameras in your house, especially in your baby's room. Especially in your baby's room. Because all of this shit could have been caught on camera.
Oh my God, can you imagine? That's what I just said. Oh my God, can you imagine seeing this on camera? Oh my God.
Shitting me?
I can't.
Can you imagine catching something like that on camera?
Do you understand that when I'm not home, I literally randomly just look at the cameras just to see what the fuck is going on in my house? There would have been no fucking way. I'm a spy. All right, well, I'm a spy.
Are there things that you could just like literally just take somebody out for because it was too much for you, what they did?
What you mean?
Take them out like that.
Like kill them? Cool.
Because imagine if you saw a video of this person that's close to you or your family.
Even if it was a kid, they would have got dragged down a flight of stairs and then tell your mother to come fight me and never come back to my house again.
No, I'm talking about
the father?
No.
Something, very bad. Not like kids kissing and playing around during Thanksgiving. I'm talking about something happens.
Yeah.
Drag down the steps, that's it?
I'm a kid? No. If it's a kid, if it's another kid to another kid, I'm Peter rolling that kid down the steps. Fucking with mine?
What about if it's a man?
Oh, nah, it's up. It's like soul food. Like I'm Terry in the kitchen with the knife type shit. Like I've done less for more.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, somebody gotta die. I'm being my shit like.
Do you think that you could actually go to somebody's house and do something to them?
Yeah.
If the rage is there.
It don't have to be the house.
I don't have to
be. It could be anywhere. I could plan and plot, blow up their car.
I could wait a couple months.
doing the deep. You can't stop.
I wonder how many Google
Throw a
searches
Molotov cocktail
of
in
blow
your
up your
shit.
car have gone up in the last couple days. This might be the best time to find out how to blow up a car.
You can
Right.
poison people.
You know what I'm saying?
There's so many different things that can happen to
Are
you.
you over here thinking about some dangerous shit right now?
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is. You was
But she
Googling
does.
in your
This is
head.
not her first time.
But y'all know I think about shit like this all the time. Like I really think about what I would do to a person if they really like violated. And
Yeah. He got to tell his wife he's a cheater to save his brother. Also to save his marriage.
Also to save his whole family because your brother walking around with the pedophile on his head. He got the scarlet A on his fucking forehead.
And your wife is now questioning you as a father and a husband for bringing your pedo brother into
And then
the
there's a
house.
real pedophile out there that you don't want to let people know about, and that's a problem.
Why? Because
too.
they a kid? Because it normally starts when you're a kid. Somebody probably touched that kid, and now that kid probably touching other kids, and you're going to grow up and be a nigga that touch kids or a bitch that touch kids. And then what? Because we don't talk enough about the females that be literally touching on kids and doing inappropriate shit with children. They're just as bad, bro. Because
They're
it was a
just
girl
as bad.
cousin. Ugh. Hate
Where's
everybody.
Drew? Close?
I don't know. He said don't wait on him. Just do the show.
The category is Parenthood. And the title is Fuck These Kids, I believe. That's what FTK is, right?
Yes, it is.
FTK stands for what?
Fuck these
Fuck these
kids.
kids.
FTK stands for what?
Fuck
Cuff
these
what?
kids.
FTK stands for what?
Fuck.
Fuck these kids.
Yo, Trav is a sicko.
They're reading what Trav just wrote into the
And
chat.
we're not gonna read that out
to you
loud.
people out there in Pod World. The video caption reads, "What are the pros and cons of having children?" What are the pros and cons of having children? Hold on, let me find this. Sorry.
Yo, Brandon.
What?
Brandon. No, because
There
mood.
really isn't.
It really isn't. Like, the list is very short, bro.
There really isn't.
The list is so short.
It's funny how everyone's saying there's no pros.
Yo, I actively argue with a nigga that can't put her shirt on right. You know how, like, that pisses me off every day? Like, your shirt on backwards, but you got attitude.
They don't understand yet.
Like,
Understand.
your panties on backwards, you got a wedgie at all times, but you want to argue with me.
I got a wedgie.
You don't even look to see if the tag is on the, like,
Yo,
once
that's
you
the
see the
funniest thing in
tag.
the world to say about a kid. Bro.
I know.
Like, yo, like, she really came at me on some shit one day, hands on the hips and everything. I'm like, but your drawers is on backwards. Like, why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me?
What are the
Wasting
pros
the
and
leg
cons?
Think you have kids?
I'm not having kids.
What did I do?
That was it. Like, honestly, that was period.
Kids.
Don't do it.
Think you have kids?
I'm not having kids.
What you mean you're not having kids?
I'm not having kids.
That's what you was born there to do.
No, I'm not.
Why would you not want to have kids?
Why would I?
I'm asking you
I want to have kids. I don't see any benefit.
for giving somebody life.
You have a kid and your life becomes about the kid. I want my life to be about me.
Oh, you selfish.
That's okay.
Hey,
Kids are annoying.
What? You think you have kids?
I'm not having kids.
I love her. I love her already. A woman that understands that she's been bamboozled,
Hoodwinked, led astray,
hoodwinked,
I ain't have
run
led
amok.
Come
astray.
out of this.
It is a little selfish, but that's okay as long as you
nothing wrong
acknowledge
with
it. Like,
it. Yeah.
yo,
Selfish to who?
if you don't want to be like having kids is the most selfless thing that you can do. That's what you're supposed to do. In order to be a good parent, it's supposed to be selfless. If you ain't in that type of headspace, it's okay to admit it and not have kids. I'd rather that than you be a terrible parent and we be talking about
Yep.
you in a different segment.
Facts. No, that's so fucking crazy. I really
Until
feel
it
like if I spent more time with children growing up, that I probably would have never had kids.
That's
But I didn't have that experience
That's me.
of being around
Like,
and dealing
why
with
do
children.
people do this?
Yeah, like I
That's me.
didn't.
That's me.
Yeah, and even when I started teaching, I started teaching teenagers of a certain demographic in a certain area. So I just thought that this was like a them thing. And now 3 years into teaching, I got pregnant, and I'm like, oh, like this is different.
Nah.
Work.
Nope.
Nah. Like
It's a whole.
like this is real. Oh nah.
You
Like
gotta drop a kid off at school and then go to another school?
son, you don't understand that pain, son. You don't understand
You
the pain
never
I
have
go
a
through.
break.
What?
24/7.
Yeah, I
Your
gotta
life.
Leave said
stimulated,
school and
bro.
go to the other school?
Pick
Yes.
up the said kid again.
Yes. That's my life, son. Y'all don't get my life, bro.
Nigga,
I be stressed,
nigga,
bro.
I tried to tell you about your life.
Yeah, but like, nah, like you didn't tell me for real. Like everybody told me like hypothetically. Like nobody really sat me down the way I really sit people down and say like, yo, I'm dead ass.
Nobody
Like
had
no
to tell me
LOLs.
nothing.
This shit is not okay.
So what
bro.
are the pros? Are there pros? Or is it just all cons?
They're so
there's pros.
sweet.
What's
What's
the
the pros?
They're so sweet when they're young. You know, they're very loving.
Nobody, I don't give a fuck. You can get a
And
puppy. You can get a nice ass puppy.
they're very
that's
There's
loving.
not
loving
a
and
very
sweet.
They
sweet
have
or
an
loving kid that
affection.
doesn't have to go home at night. And that means that I'm the one that has to take them out of the diapers and I can't do the stuff that I don't want to do anymore because this thing can't watch itself.
This thing definitely can't watch itself. Nigga can't even hold his
As
head up
loving and
straight.
kind and cute as it is, it
so
it
cute.
has to fucking wake up at 2 a.m.
Oh my god!
They look at
oh
you
my
in your
god!
eyes.
Oh my god! Wait, before we do this, really quick, have I ever told you my theory about aliens as it pertains to children?
Did you switch spots with Tahoe? Like
Let's do
what?
it. Let's go. I'm here with you. Let's go.
I really believe that there are aliens.
The kids are
because
aliens?
no, like there are aliens in the world, and I believe that aliens is what like brought the human race to this like planet and raised it, because human babies are the only babies that cannot survive on their own. Like you have to be nurtured to a certain point. So that means like niggas, there is no like first baby person, because that nigga would have never survived. Like babies can't survive by themselves. So something else had to bring humans here, and then like when they was adults was like, all right, this is how you do it, and just let niggas go. That
God?
makes sense?
You ever heard of God?
God? I was like, wait, what?
That's an alien. This is what I'm talking about.
You never heard of God before?
I was like,
I
God?
thought she reads. this
No,
shit.
God,
I was like,
God wasn't out here raising
you read the
fucking
Bible?
children.
It's like on the first page.
But no, because y'all are talking about religion. Y'all are talking about religion, and not everybody even
Let
believe
there
in
be
that
light.
shit. Nah, son, not everybody believe in it. Like, make it make sense, bro. Like, so it's aliens. Like, aliens came, and they like we're like descendants of aliens.
Oh.
And then they raised us, and then they dipped, and was just like, all right,
so who
now
made
you got
So
who
it.
made
fuck
the
Adam and
aliens?
Eve,
Who
right?
made the aliens?
So who made
Aliens
y'all
is
periods
from
if it
out of-
wasn't about Eve?
What?
Eve ain't give y'all the periods?
Nigga, fucking dogs and cows have periods too.
We didn't have none of that at first.
What are you talking about?
We had dogs while we was in Garden of Eden. You had a dog?
Why are we talking about Christianity when I'm talking about aliens?
But who made
Because
the
you're
aliens?
saying
Where
The
the
that
aliens is
aliens-
from
you said
somewhere
we
else.
came from
Nobody
somewhere
made them.
else.
You think we the only like living beings in the
I
whole?
know. So,
The word
but
aliens-
you just said the aliens brought us here.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
they brought us here
So the aliens made us.
from somewhere else.
Y'all said I'd be bugging.
We are the
The aliens made us. So who
Yes.
made the aliens?
Other aliens, nigga. Like
So
we knew.
more-
We
so
just
who
got
made
here.
the-
Other aliens. Maybe
Other aliens made the other
Yo,
aliens.
son, listen.
Yeah.
It's aliens.
Wow.
I was just
I'm
gonna
sorry.
say the word aliens could be interchanged for God to make it make sense if you
For
want to look at
y'all-
it from that perspective.
All right, that's fine.
You're
And I
basically
said,
talking
you
about
said who? God. I said that God is an alien. I said that
something
not
that's not in the human form made all this possible and
Yes.
created this. Whether you want to label it as an alien or a God, it's still the same concept. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Drew,
That's
what
Yeah,
up?
you fine.
Drew, what up?
Hi, baby.
So,
I want to go home now.
I think I want to go home now. It's mad funny. I believe that Dodge is crazy. For everything that she just said.
Now, I thought it was something serious. That
no, I didn't have.
sense.
It's ridiculous.
But that shit that makes no
it's
sense.
absolutely
I'm just telling y'all how I feel. All right, go back to the pros of having children. I just
That-
had to get that out of my head.
I don't even care if it made sense. It didn't make no sense.
It
It's
made
like
no
even
sense.
with the shit, like it's about. I guess it's Christmas time now, right?
Almost.
We're in after Thanksgiving time.
Mm-hmm.
As far as when this episode airs,
Yes.
and then you got the people who say that they don't worship no pagan holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is? Pagan holiday.
Allegedly.
Like you'd rather follow that, even if it makes sense to you, than get your kids some fucking gifts. Like getting your kids some fucking gifts is really. Like, you really gonna stand on this every year?
Stands on it.
Family
toes.
pagan holidays. And your kid's the only one without no new motherfucking
Toys.
coat. You didn't get your fucking kid some sneakers?
Some new sneakers.
Anyway.
That's funny.
Y'all want to talk about kids some more?
Yes.
Y'all want
That's
to talk
fun
about
to
child
talk
support?
about. No. Sure. No.
I like talking about things you don't want to talk about.
Why? Because I be annoyed.
Because then you get pissed off. Let's do that.
Why you
The
like to
caption
annoy me?
is,
You really a
at
fucking
some
menace.
point-
I'm leaving.
At some point, should the child be in control of the child support that's received for them? I thought that we spoke about this last week.
Yeah.
Is this the same one?
No. We didn't speak about
Thoughts, I low-key agree with the kid. Yeah. We spoke about this. This is the one, my dad told me how much he pays you in child support, and he showed me. I just don't understand how my dad pays $1,900 in child support when I asked. Yeah, we spoke about this.
Yeah,
We
I
did?
saw that.
I
Well,
wasn't here that day.
but I remember seeing that clip.
We didn't speak about this.
I
You
didn't
remember?
speak about this.
Okay.
Somebody else was here?
I know. Like, oh.
A lot of y'all wasn't.
A lot of y'all wasn't what?
So
Motherfucker.
the caption starts with thoughts. I low key agree with the kid. Put their daddies on child support. What the fuck? My 16-year-old daughter feels entitled to my child support I get from her father. How would you handle this? I also think her father is putting things in her head. Either way, the money he sends is for me to take care for her, and she doesn't grasp paying my bills, which also benefits her siblings.
We did do this.
Is a part of this. We did this, right?
I wasn't here
Anyway.
for that.
Good. Well, sounds. I love this anyway. My dad told me. So this is a text from her to
The daughter to the mother.
the mother.
Yeah, we did this somewhere.
My dad told me how much he pays you in child support, and he showed me. I just don't understand how my dad pays $1,900 in child support. When I ask you for something, you say no. Also, you use the money my dad sends to take care of me to spend on Aaron and Jess, her brother and sister. When I ask for something, it's always a problem, and you threaten to take my phone away when I do anything you don't like. If it wasn't for me being here and my dad paying you, you couldn't afford to keep the house.
Don't have kids. Don't have kids.
Basically, like, yo, I financed this shit right here.
You built all
I
this
keep
shit
us
off my
afloat,
back.
yeah.
Like,
This
bitch.
reminds you of that motherfucking Kevin Hart stand up when he's like the little girl came and talk, but you could tell she's arguing with her.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Right? So this little kid is laying into the mother.
Who put this shit together?
You stupid because
I do love you, but I feel like you take advantage of having me here.
Yep.
I'd rather live with my dad, and I just
I was
want you
about
to
to say.
allow for it to happen without making a big issue. I don't think it's right. I don't benefit from my dad's child support, yet you spend it on other things.
I mean, she's spitting, and obviously for her to be spitting like that, she old enough to make a decision of where she want to live and let that baby go live with her father. And it's that, like,
Ain't no
that's
spitting.
that on that, because but that's some real shit. Like,
Nah, it's just
your child
disrespectful.
why is it disrespectful that she has an opinion and she could choose where she wants to stay? She don't have to
Because
stay with
she
you.
doesn't choose about her welfare or her well-being. She doesn't. She's fucking.
Why?
How old is she?
Why can't she? If she's old enough to articulate herself in that manner, she's old enough to choose
And
where she
old
wants to
enough
live.
be a fucking hell of a whack ass brother and sister.
No, that's not true. Your
Whack ass person to her brother and sister.
The decisions
she said
that
you
you
cannot
made.
afford to live here
You
without
can't.
this money.
Well-
so let me go to my father's crib. And where is your mother and
So
your
you're
brother
supposed to
and sister
have
gonna live?
you're supposed to have empathy for the fact that somebody is like
You was just
somebody
smart.
else
You
is.
was just talking about how smart she was supposed to be.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you have to understand this from a perspective of a child, somebody that is not adult, doesn't have the full
Which is
adult
exactly
brain.
why I'm not paying attention to what she thinks should be happening with the child support.
No, it's not about what she thinks should be happening. This is the thing. There's a
She ain't
There's
worried
a
about
line to
when Kanye
that.
come here, gas, none of that.
But you as the adult, you as the parent, you don't seem like you're that worried either. Like, you don't have your shit together, so now I have to go without. I would rather just live with the person that I feel like is gonna make me have my shit together.
Because you wanted a fucking bag or you wanted a burger when I was going home to motherfucking make pot roast for me and for you and the fucking rest of the kids. You wanted a fucking burger because you think you got money because your father gives me money. You think I'm worried about your fucking brother and your fucking sister?
Why you don't? Why
Get your fucking ass in the house. Do your
they
fucking
daddies
homework.
need to
Your
send their
father's
bread
not here
too.
doing no goddamn homework. He's over here talking about some fucking money.
Then let me
that
go
he
to my
sends.
dad's house and then he can do all the shit because I'm gonna be
not
there.
letting- First of all, you don't get in your fucking room.
No,
Get in
y'all
and go do
niggas
your
is
fucking
wildin'.
homework.
No, y'all niggas is wildin'.
You don't have
no.
Then she gonna grow up and
the
hate
kids don't
you.
have- the children
Alleviating
do
the-
not have the wherewithal to think about the month
Duh.
as a whole.
But we know that already, and she's not gonna understand it. So let her go live with her fucking father.
And then she'll see.
So I agree with Tahoe to the respect where that you're not an adult. Don't challenge me on this. This is an adult conversation between the two co-parents to talk about whether this child support is enough or
Put your foot down.
where the child support is going. That's between the two adults. You're probably 12, 13 years old. We're not having that conversation. You don't even have the bandwidth to have that conversation at this point.
That's crazy.
Right? But
there you go, bandwidth.
But one thing that could that could clear all this shit up is what you're saying, Dodge. Like if she's 12 years old in New York, that's the age where you could choose which parent you want to live with. If you go live with your father full time, then he no longer pays child support, and all this shit is nixed in the bud.
Exactly.
And it's all dealt with right there.
Alleviated.
And so what? This woman has put together her finances based off of what she makes, whatever she has to spend, and what she gets in child support. Now, the baby now leaves because this fucking little girl wants to leave to go with your father.
Yes.
And now
What's
I
the
don't get
alternative? She can't leave
$1,900 a month. I have to upend my entire life
Well-
with your brother and sister and figure out what the little girl already said.
That's
you
But
can't
that's,
leave.
not, but that's not her
my
decision.
daddy.
Like,
Yes, I
she's
can't
not the
afford to
breadwinner
live it.
of the family. You using me as a motherfucking breadwinner because you don't got your shit together.
And
So
all
now
that-
I'm still
that
stuck
doesn't
here
mean
with your bitch ass.
I might have a 3-bedroom.
Now get a
for
2-bedroom.
Me and my 3 kids.
Now get a 2.
I might have
The father of the
downside.
two
Me
other
and my
kids
3
has to
kids.
deal with that. now.
Exactly.
What if he ain't around?
It's
Well,
that's not
that's
so
not
you're
on
putting the
her.
responsibility on the child to stay at this house with the mom because she can't afford for me to go live with my dad. If I'm at that age where I can make the decision to live with my dad, it shouldn't be a factor in my decision of whether my mom could afford for me to leave.
So I'm here for
Yeah.
survival. So
No.
you can survive with my
I get
other
that.
siblings.
I get that.
I have to stay here because you using me as a meal ticket because you don't have your shit
It's
together.
not a meal ticket.
It is. You're literally using
Y'all
me to put
hateful
food on the
towards single
table
moms.
for my
It's not
fucking
even that.
siblings.
Y'all are hateful towards single moms.
Even if you don't put it on the mom.
How are we hateful towards single mothers? I just gave you a fucking
Because she's
break.
doing-
The bitch that's sitting there holding you accountable and got her fucking foot on your head top, get her out your house. The daughter. She coming for you. She's stressing you out, Mija. Send her to her daddy house and then you only got to worry about the other 2. I just gave you space and freedom. I bet you that little girl doing more than the meal ticket. She probably be picking them other kids up from school and shit. The mother's like, no, you can't leave
Y'all
because I
always
need your
looking at
help.
shit from the worst place ever, and that's fucked up.
I'm looking at it from what the daughter
fine.
said. That's all we know.
The daughter, kids don't give a fuck about you.
Exactly.
They are selfish as shit.
Yes.
And a kid's narrative of what they're going through is going to have the slimmest perspective in the world as it relates to them. That's all they give a fuck about.
Send
So
her
of
to her
course
daddy.
it sounds like that. What kind of kid even writes that to their mother in the first place? You respect their perspective on anything?
Child.
That kid is crazy.
Let her stay with her father. She think the grass is greener over there. She think life is gonna be better. Then go. Don't forget to leave where you go.
Social media.
The fuck?
Will social media be the worst thing that has ever happened
Yes.
to children? Will social media be the worst thing that has ever happened?
While you're watching this right now,
To children.
go grab your child's phone and go through it right now. Go through it because they are not going through their child's phone. No, go through it right now and go see how many news they're sending, who's sending news. If your child is on the brink of 16 and 15 and he got a little 15-year-old girlfriend that's sending news, he can get child porn charges. The greatest of children with the greatest of parents, if you give them too many gates to open, they're gonna go through one of them. You know, and I'm just like, you can't do that. Like, just leave it be. Like, if they turn 16, 17, cool, or whatever. They don't need no crazy phone. They talking about, I need to be at a track location. Put an Apple tag in their book bag and keep rolling.
I'm not bad at it. Cause kids, listen.
Now-
as the cool teacher,
Y'all remember
that
when I
get
was saying
all
the
the
phone
tea?
should be able to just take a picture of you and I could just, or like put a code on you?
Scan you.
I'll know where the code is at. The code can go anywhere. And the phone recognizes the code and I can scan a code onto you. The problem is, remember I was talking about my dream?
Your AI.
My AI, my dream, or whatever it was. The problem is
Life.
then predators
Robot life.
can scan
Your kid.
anybody
Yep.
and find them wherever they go.
Listen.
with the same app. So the technology is there. We're working on it in my head. We're working on it, but
we're working on it in my head. We,
yes,
the new Apple iPad.
Who's we?
I was at this
split
clip before we were here. You understand? I was here before we were here. Y'all get it?
Mm-hmm.
You're not
Matrix.
Trombin on my side today. Go ahead. What were you saying though?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, as the cool teacher, and my kids just volunteering for me, I don't ask them shit. I like plausible deniability. I don't come in there and ask these 12-year-olds a motherfucking thing. But the amount of things they tell me willingly, I'm just like, as a parent, I'm clutching my pearls. Like, this is what y'all be doing, like in real life.
But is social media the problem?
I think it's access, but social media is a part of access because they're seeing things that are not age appropriate constantly on their phones, and then they have DMs, they got private messages, they have group chats, they have all of these different things. Like there's 12-year-olds texting and talking to each other in vanish mode on Instagram. I didn't even know they knew about that shit, but like
we don't even think about that.
Yeah,
shit.
I'm not thinking about that. But like
worse.
like I was talking to one of my students and she was like, yeah, and she's explaining to me the story. I'm like, was you talking to them on vanish mode? And she started laughing like, yeah, yo, you be knowing, Miss D. Like, yeah, I be knowing, because I mean, you understand? Like they crazy. Like they be vaping like crackheads, like smoking weed. 12-year-olds, and like, what am I supposed to? Like,
but did the guy say not to give them any cell phones?
No,
right?
he said give them like the most basic version of a phone, just so that you can get them from point A to point B.
You know,
but they don't need
nowadays,
all that other shit.
They're very smart. They can go and buy their own.
Yeah,
they can get it from a friend. They could just find a way to get the phone.
They
will figure it out.
Yo, I had a student buying.
Scamming.
Yes.
One of my students years ago, this little lesbian girl, she bought a strap off of Amazon. Like, it had this shit mailed to her house. This was a strap on. She was an 8th grade lesbian. She bought a strap off of Amazon, bro.
I had it mailed to her house.
It's just a box.
And nobody thought nothing about it.
Nope.
A box to the house. You got your own Amazon account, whatever.
Let's ask this real quick, right? This is the craziest segue in the world. Speaking of strap-ons, is it so crazy that Mace had the dildo on the bathroom sink?
What?
Is that so crazy?
I don't remember the context.
What are you talking about?
Cam, back in the days, there's an interview of Cameron basically saying, he walked in the hotel and seen, Mace had a dildo on the bathroom sink.
Okay.
Him and Puff was in there.
Okay.
And
all right.
Cam asks Mace, yo, what's up with the, appliances? And he's like, yo, it got crazy last. Puff was here. He had the girls. It got crazy in here. And he's like, oh, well, you could use. All right.
Well, the girls could have been using it on each other.
I could be using it on the ladies too.
Yeah, or that.
Dodge, what are you and Drew talking about? What?
We not talking about shit.
It was a bad segue. It was a bad segue. It's fine. Moving along.
Niggas got dildos in the sink.
Is it that crazy?
In the 90s, yes. Yes. Times.
Would you have gone to one of Diddy's freak-offs?
No.
Why?
I don't like
the 90s.
The 90s literally give me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like people feeling like they're entitled to me. I feel like when you're in those spaces, like these fucking Hollywood parties, like niggas be feeling like entitled to you, like pull on you and grabbing on you and all types of shit. Like, you watch them old videos from back in the days, like a bitch would be walking by and then you just throw her on the lap and it's like 4 niggas and it's just like all of that gives me the heebie. No.
Drew, would you have gone to one of Diddy's freak-offs?
Why not?
Liar.
No, I know why, and I know why. I knew that it was gonna be why. Yo, this thing. I knew that's why, son.
You got Diddy just rub your lower back like, yeah, get
Take that.
Take that.
Take
Fuck
it.
out of here. No.
The category is manhood. And the title is, I'm gonna switch this up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm leaving after this.
After this one?
Mm-hmm.
Real nigga. Then I'm going to that one. That is the title.
All right.
Real nigga. And the caption is, why is being a real nigga a thing? Why is being a real nigga a thing?
Be a real man. Fuck being a real nigga. Because real niggas is dumb. All the real niggas I know, idiots. They dumb. They don't know shit. They broke as fuck. All they living on is a rep from high school or from their early 20s. They 50 now, broke as shit, or they in jail doing life. Don't be a real nigga. Be a real man. You know what I'm saying? Be a real stand-up man. Be about your family. Take care of your woman. Protect your kids. Provide. Be of use to society. You know what I'm saying? Be a real man. Fuck being a real nigga. Because real niggas is dumb. All the real niggas I know.
I love that.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
That nigga done still went like, fuck us, huh? Fuck the real niggas. Being a real man can't be a real nigga. It's not the same thing.
You can have fun with that.
You could be a real man and be a real nigga.
A real nigga man.
What's a nigga?
I'm not gonna go against the grain on this one. I want to.
I know you do.
But I believe too much in the fact that like, yo, yeah, all that real nigga shit, that shit destroyed niggas.
On top of that, niggas really do be stupid.
And niggas don't even be knowing the difference.
Right.
So all that nigga-isms, all of the nigga-isms to me is kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? But
son, these real niggas be the ones. I'm telling you, it's something really wrong. I was watching a video. Drew showed me his video of. You remember that video? The nigga from World Star back in the days, they used to go around asking people questions, like real regular questions, and they all sound stupid as fuck. Like he'll say like, how many states are there?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So it's like another, like a younger person that's doing it now. Like he's in the hood. Yeah, talking to people, and he's talking to this kid in like a poo shiesty, and he's sitting there like, yeah, I'm mad smart, nigga, da-da-da. And he was like, all right, so like, what state was the Boston Tea Party in? That nigga was like, that shit was in Boston. And he's like, all right, but what state? He's like, I understand you saying it's like, I get that. Like, what state was it in? And he was like, yo, my father told me about that shit. That shit is in Boston. That's what I'm trying to tell you, nigga. And like, he's arguing with him. And he was like, so what if it was in Massachusetts? Like, that's a state. He's like, nah, Massachusetts is next to Boston. If it was in Massachusetts, we'd have called that shit the Massachusetts Tea Party. And I'm sitting here like, that's gonna be somebody's father one day. That's probably somebody's father right now.
That's why you have
that
all these
nigga got
niggas.
a father and said that his father is the one that told him that it was in the state of Boston, my nigga. And this is what
he told him it was in Boston. He didn't tell him it was in the state of Boston.
he said.
He just
my
didn't
father
do any more
told
research.
me that shit took place, and the nigga said Boston.
See,
The
Massachusetts
state
is next to Boston.
Massachusetts. He said the shit was
It
next
is
to
actually
each other.
Boston, Massachusetts. This is right next to each other. if you write it down.
It's an easy mistake.
It's an easy mistake.
All right. And this is why I don't believe the children are the future. This is exactly why.
Think about it. It's an
And y'all
easy
niggas too.
mistake to make.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, let your daughter bring home a nigga that be like, yeah, son, so yeah, I was in the state of fucking Boston.
Like,
let her bring that nigga home. And y'all gonna be sitting saying, wait, I understand.
What are you
We're
gonna
next
do
to each other.
if your child brings home somebody that you do not like? Like, what is that? What happens? What does it look like?
It looks bad.
Are you
I'm a
rude?
bully.
Are you rude or just very
To the
direct?
kid?
Yes.
No, I'm not. I'm never gonna be
Yeah.
rude to a kid. These jokes gonna fly. I'm gonna say some shit to you though.
You gonna say how stupid they are?
I might mention it.
Then you're gonna be like, what grade you finished? What grade did you?
Like it's gonna be real like condescending, dark humor. It's gonna be real like, oh, I'm gonna tap my daughter
traumatize
like,
him.
yo, your boyfriend said that Boston was a state. Aren't you so proud? That's your man. This is the one, him. Like, I'll do some shit like that.
That's the one you going. That's what you're gonna do?
Oh yeah,
That's so mean.
real bad.
That is me.
I've never said I was a nice person. I'm kind. That's kindness.
I'm trying to figure out what Gunna would do if your daughter brought home somebody that is not
Somebody stupid.
somebody stupid.
But he's worse because he will say that. He will be like, "Oh, you're a fucking idiot." Like, I'm gonna make you feel stupid. He's gonna tell you you're stupid.
Yeah, she gonna leave with him.
Damn.
She's gonna run away with him.
I love that for her.
She's gonna be off.
Then,
Yeah.
And then now it's like, oh, look at these two. They'll come like, oh, hey,
Y'all gotta know
babe,
how
the
to
clowns
talk
are here.
kids' language.
No, yeah. Hey, babe, the clowns are here. Oh, look at this
You
little
calling
clown
them
ass
stupid.
relationship.
Too stupid.
He's calling him an idiot to his face,
That's not good.
and she's gonna choose
I
the
never said that we
boy
were-
because little girls love. Mm-hmm. She's gonna choose the boy. She's not thinking about y'all don't
Good.
understand.
Choose him.
How could y'all be like that?
Choose him.
Now he doesn't want to come here anymore.
Aw. Tell him bring his parents next time.
Next-
So we can all have a talk.
Ain't no next time. Next
Family-
time she gonna
family
be
discussion.
in a park,
Okay.
bench somewhere till fucking the lights go out.
No, he's invited to the house.
No,
come
he don't
over.
want to come here. They'd rather chill in the park.
Oh, you
from
okay?
you.
See you in the winter.
Yes.
Hope
in
you
the
got on
winter.
your good coat.
In the winter, and Bubble Goose is
And he
sitting
got,
on
and
the
he
park
got a
bench.
car.
Hope you got on your good coat.
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode, don't believe nothing Dodge or Melly say.
Why you can't believe me? I'm very dead ass about the fact that I know that I'm a dickhead and I'm not gonna call you stupid to your face because I think that that's rude, but I am going to, every stupid thing you say, I'm going to say it back to you.
I got to go downstairs and get my kids. Let me finish this with a cap or no cap, couple of those. Get the hell out of here. Shout out to y'all for entering the Christmas season. I hope y'all out buying nice things that last, things that mean something.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying,
Buy
fellas?
stupid shit.
Your wife, if you're buying something from your side chick, your wife deserves twice as much.
That's the math.
Twice as much for the side chick. Because I know a dude that did like twice as much for the side chick
Oh, that's
and nothing for the wife
because he don't like his wife,
that he lived with, that
That's
was
fucked
rich. His wife was rich.
so she don't need enough.
She's, see?
Yeah, what's your problem?
See?
I'm talking about what his logic is. That's not the way I think. I wouldn't have a side chick.
It's not a...
Jesus,
You're such a simp.
I'm a square.
Lame.
Listen, his wife, of course, she had the money, but of course she wants you to go shopping in the mall and bringing her bags home for special days and this, that, and the other. Of course she wanted that. But he was doing that for the other chick.
Yeah, because he don't like his wife.
Who really likes that? All right. Cap or no cap? If your kids got an apostrophe in their name, you was doing too fucking much.
No cap.
Say it from the teacher. Dad, you be forgetting where to put the apostrophe sometimes? You put it over the A instead of the E?
No, I had a kid who had a dash in the middle of his
It's not
name, and then I
apostrophe.
put an apostrophe instead. And he's like, I hate when people, my name, it's not spelled like that. It has a dash. I'm like, that's stupid too. But all right, bro. Make
What
sure
is
I
it?
always leave you a
You
dash.
said it's not an
the-
apostrophe. What is that? Accent.
Yeah.
So what's the one over the N for the Spanish people? The año.
That's the accent, right?
That's an accent also. That's Spanish.
They're all accents? Just that's all it's called? All right. At Jason, JAYSIAN_, she looks pretty cute, fellas. If I ask for a massage and you don't put it in from the back, you're not for me. Sorry.
Wow.
Love the ladies nowadays.
That is a fucking.
If I ask for a massage
That's
and
crazy.
you don't put it in
Cap.
from the back, you're not for me. Sorry.
Cap. This shit is
It's a
weird.
little rapey.
It got real weird real fast.
These
It's always
women. Oh, is
weird.
that the only way they're talking about it? No, I'm thinking you're talking about from their man, for their boyfriend.
Yeah.
But still.
I know, but it still sounds.
But if I'm asking you for a massage, I want a fucking massage. If I want to have sex with you, then I want to have sex with you.
If you,
Oh
if
my
I
God.
ask you
This
for a
is-
massage,
Should've
I
been
want.
hard
it
to
should
solve.
always have a happy ending. I
Yeah.
understand that. It just sounds rapey by itself, but in the full
Sometimes
context,
I just want
I
a
get it.
fucking massage.
How does it?
Sometimes
Where
I just want to
does
fuck
your
and the
rapey
massage.
from?
Right.
Same thing
I
you
never
said.
want an unhappy ending to a massage with my significant other.
Yeah.
Like
Y'all
that
niggas
shit,
is weird.
that shit just comes with it.
Have you been around
But I just want, like, if I ask for a massage, I deadass just want a massage. Like, I gotta get dick at the same. I don't, like, what the fuck?
What?
If my back hurt, why do I want dick in this moment?
Oh, yeah,
My back
so
hurt.
boring. Oh, why I gotta get dick? I wanted a massage.
How dare I ask for what it is that I want, and then I get something else, and I'm
what's
unsatisfied.
wrong with y'all niggas?
That niggas is weird.
At Coco A Loso Exo says, I personally believe the younger girls mastered not putting men first in their lives. It's triggering for older women because most of our moms were pick-me's. LMAO.
Oh God.
I'm staying away from that one. I'm not
Cap.
touching that one. You should cap.
Fucking cap.
Okay.
Next.
Most of y'all moms
Melly,
was
was your mom's
pick-me's
pick-me?
is nuts.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
No.
Okay. Melly be like, yup.
Nah, that's crazy.
At Marvin J. Maletta.
You can't even use new terminology with old shit, because half you bitches is harlots, and now what? That's not nice to say.
Cap and no cap. At Marvin J. Maletta says, sometimes you gotta act suicidal to get your relationship back.
What? That got dark. What?
All these people are sick in the head. Cap.
No cap.
What?
Cap.
No cap.
Sometimes you gotta
Sometimes
act
you got
suicidal. Act.
Bro.
So emotionally, like, hold somebody on a leash.
Yeah, you shouldn't play with shit like that.
All right.
If it ain't real, it ain't.
Guys, this is the fun part. Come on.
But people do actually do that.
People do that shit all the time, and I think that's the most manipulative thing in the world. You
Sometimes you gotta-
evil person.
Sometimes you gotta listen, climb the side of the building and act like you don't care.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, how many relationships have been saved by like, yo, I'll do it, I swear. I'm
No
kidding.
good ones.
I'm kidding. I'm joking, but it does happen a lot. Cabin or cap, sex before work will have you doing everyone's job. Move, bitch. I got it.
Cap.
Big cap.
Sex before work. I'm tired. I'm probably
shit-
not doing shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit in
taking
one
me
spot.
out. That shit taking me out at work. Legs numb, feet just sloppy as a motherfucker. I ain't got nothing left.
Right, because she implying that you be in a good mood, but if you're in a good mood, you're not doing everybody's job.
Facts.
Just gonna enjoy your good ass
I'm
mood.
doing the fucking bare
doing the
minimum
least,
job.
yeah.
Capital cap at Faiseo, whatever. I hate. It's FEYISZN.
Okay.
So Fezzy season. Fias.
Who cares?
All right.
Fi season. I hate. Give me an example during an argument because all of a sudden I forget everything you've ever done. Thank you.
Yes.
I love it.
I hate it.
Yes, I do that to you too, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
all the
right,
damn
give me an
time.
example because I don't.
I'm like,
really
nigga, I
understand
can't,
one.
I can't remember that
Tell
right
me
now.
I can't think of it right now. Then you can't argue with me about it.
You can't.
How can you argue me about something and you don't even know what you're talking about?
I love that.
You don't even have a reference point.
No reference.
What are we talking about?
I did.
Nothing.
You know you do it. No, I don't.
Yeah, when has
I
this
don't
ever
agree.
happened before? Just tell me once.
I can't think of it right now.
Well,
it's never
guess it
happened,
happened.
really,
Never
but-
happened.
No, it's never. It's
I'm just nagging about it ahead of time in case it doesn't.
no. You know it's
It's a
happened.
figment of your imagination
It's
at this
happened,
point.
but I can't think of it.
Then it never happened. You didn't prove anything to me.
Love it.
Hearsay.
Look at Melly. Look at Melly. So triggered. Cap, no cap. I'm sick of these 30-minute weekends. No cap, no cap, no cap, no cap.
cap.
No cap. Your girlfriend will say some shit to you that a nigga on the street would never. Big no cap. Call you all types of F words. Pussies.
I would
Bitch
never.
ass niggas.
I would never.
Yo, your girl will call you weak, coward. Son, the shit that yella.
Yella is nuts.
Should call you yella. Like, damn, bitch. And last but not least, at Beyond Beautiful says, All right, I'm not reading that.
Read it. I can't see it from here.
You read it.
What does it say?
Last one.
What? Nah.
I'm not
I'm not
reading
reading
that.
that either. I guess
I'm
it's on
good at reading
Tron.
that.
I can't see that far.
All right. She said, I love anal sex. fuck me like you be fucking that nigga.
Huh?
What?
Why are women so homophobic? What's wrong with y'all?
That don't make.
What's
that's
wrong
dumb.
with y'all?
There's no. It's
No,
dumb.
what's wrong with Travis? Because he didn't have to put that in there. He's the problem.
Unnecessary roughness.
Flag wanna play.
Trav fucking giggled in his little chair.
Like, yeah.
Not the giggle and the shake, child. Because what?
We are out of here. See y'all soon. We are in the 20-something days of Christmas, I believe. Wait, is this the first one? Do you do the Rudolph shit this one?
No.
When do you do it?
Probably when we come back. Because then we probably going to go on break after that.
I don't know. Feels like we always on break.
Oh, so shameless.